Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
On today's Smart 7, Fujitsu boss apologises over post office scandal, 30p Lee quits in Rwanda rebellion and lots more. It's Wednesday 17th of January, it's International Mentoring Day, and happy birthday Jim Carrey.
The Smart 7, it's news but not the news.
The Business and Trade Select Committee held a hearing on the post office scandal on Tuesday, and they had some serious questions for Post Office Chief Executive Nick Reed, alongside Fujitsu's European Director Paul Patterson. However, it was a frustrating experience, with neither man able to give details about when they became aware of issues with the IT system, including the possibility that terminals could be accessed remotely. Patterson did at least apologise on Fujitsu's behalf to the sub-postmasters and their families.
Fujitsu would like to apologise for our part in this appalling miscarriage of justice. We did have bugs and errors in the system, and we did help the post office in their prosecutions. For that, we are truly sorry.
Neil Hudgell, a solicitor for 400 people, including 77 sub-postmasters affected by the scandal, said only 3 of his clients have been compensated in full so far. Former Prime Minister Gordon Brown weighed in on the scandal from Davos. He was Chancellor at the time the faulty Horizon software was introduced, and he said that he felt ministers were misled.
I feel that all of us who were involved in any respect in this have got to take some responsibility for this, but equally at the same time, I think we've got to distinguish between those people who knew there was a problem and those people who negotiated the contract in the first place.
Things didn't go particularly well for Rishi Sunak on Tuesday evening, as 60 Tory rebels moved to force through amendments on the Rwanda bill. The bill is due for its third reading and a vote on Wednesday, but Robert Jenrick and his crew of hardliners are determined to toughen up the bill with a series of amendments. The rebellion saw 2 deputy chairmen of the Tory party resign, Brendan Clark-Smith and 30p Lee Anderson, both stepping down from their roles in protest. Anderson, who is also a GB News presenter, spoke to the channel afterwards and says he won't rest until people who arrive illegally have no rights.
I don't think I could carry on in my role when I fundamentally disagree with the bill. And I can't be in a position to vote for something which I don't believe in. Downing
Street appears relatively unconcerned, although it would only take 29 rebels to sink the small boats bill. Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg says the rebels are just trying to push Rishi and the government to do what people want.
What we're doing is encouraging the government to move in the right direction. The government already has moved a long way in the right direction. So although this bill may not be perfect, it's a long way away from where we would have been a couple of years ago.
The UN recognised government in Yemen called for the UK to support an immediate ceasefire in Gaza on Tuesday. That means both sides in Yemen's civil war are aligned on something for once, as the Houthi rebels continue to claim they are targeting Red Sea shipping as part of an effort to put pressure on Israel and its allies. Another missile was fired at a Greek ship on Tuesday, while the US carried out further airstrikes on an anti-ship ballistic missile launch site. Speaking in the House of Commons, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak wasn't willing to discuss any future UK strikes on Houthi targets.
What we conducted was intended as a single limited action, and of course we hope that the Houthis will now step back and end their reckless and destabilising attacks. But of course we will not hesitate to protect our security and our interests where required.
The World Economic Forum is underway in Davos, and Ukrainian President Zelensky has been busy meeting with as many heads of government and potential supporters as possible. In the Swiss Alps, he's still waiting on a $50 billion US support package that is tied up in internal US politics, while a €50 billion EU aid package has been blocked by Hungary. Russia continues its assault on Ukrainian positions, even in freezing conditions, and President Putin says it is impossible to take away Russia's military gains in Ukraine. Zelensky was warning that Putin embodies war and will not stop at Ukraine's borders.
If one must fight against Putin together in the years ahead, isn't it better to put an end to him and his war strategy now, while our brave men and women are already doing it?
Still to come on today's Smart 7, Emma bounces back and Quinta makes history. Right after this.
Tired of ads barging into your favorite news podcasts? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free news podcasts to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Welcome back.
There are 8 FA Cup third-round replays this week with 5 games on Tuesday night. Birmingham, Luton and Newport all went through to the 4th round, while Bristol shocked West Ham with a 1-0 knockout and Brentford took Wolves to extra time but couldn't beat them. It ended 3-2 and Wolves head to West Brom in the next round. At the Australian Open, there was good news for fans of Emma Raducanu. She made it safely through her first-round match against American Shelby Rogers. Both players have been out injured, but Raducanu came back strongly to win 6-2, 6-1 and heads on to the second round. She says she's really missed being in front of the crowds on court.
I would say number one thing is definitely the fans, and I really felt that today. The support actually took me aback a little bit because I wasn't expecting it so much, but I was loving every second of it, and it really pushes you through in those kind of tight moments. And I was just so happy to interact with them at the end as well.
The Emmys took place early on Tuesday morning UK time and saw the winning streak continue for the cast of The Bear and Succession. Kieran Culkin and Sarah Snook did the double once again, taking home male and female Best Actor in a Drama Series, with creator Jesse Armstrong picking up a Writing Award and Best Drama Series. Better Call Saul continued its losing streak with 53 nominations and no wins. But Quinta Brunson made history as the first black actress for over 40 years to win Best Lead Actress in Comedy for her role in Abbott Elementary. She also created the show and was justifiably proud.
I love making Abbott Elementary so much, and I am so happy to be able to live my dream and act out comedy. I say it every time, but I just love comedy so much that I am so happy to be able to get this.
Not many Adam Sandler movies have premiered at the Berlin Film Festival, or any festival for that matter. The comedian has a long-term deal with Netflix and has turned out a couple of hits, including the murder mystery movies, which co-star Jennifer Aniston. But his new movie, Spaceman, is a whole other thing. It's a dark science fiction movie starring Sandler as an astronaut alone in space, struggling to save his marriage back home. Carey Mulligan plays his wife on Earth, and it also features Paul Dano as a bizarre space spider, which may well freak you out. It hits Netflix on March 1st.
He's not doing well. He misses his wife. And he shouldn't have left.
6 months in isolation. You start thinking too much.
I'm getting interference. I did not intend to frighten you, skinny human. Do not be afraid.
I'm losing my mind.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads. Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.